Hello everyone, so welcome back to my stream. I know I was supposed to stream Sylus card this morning, but when I was about to start the stream I started feeling unwell, so I decided to delay my reaction. So here we are. This is the last card that I put, well, it's the first card that I got during the pool, but this is my last reaction for this banner. I don't know if we're going to have something, if they're going to announce something for the live stream tonight. Well, the stream will probably be over by then, but we will see in like what, 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm kind of curious because for me the 6.0 update, it's kind of going to celebrate my first year as a Let's Player, because I start playing during the 4.0 update. Like I started playing like a few days, in the first few days of the wedding banner. So, and this time we really don't know what's going to happen. Is going to be a 6 ally? Is going to be another multi? Is it going to be a main story update? I'm sure we're going to have a main story update. They could not. I'm sure we're going to have an update for the main story, but let's see. So now let's just get started with Sylus Finale Undone. And just before starting, I never saw Casablanca. I know its banner is linked to this movie. I never saw it, so I will not get the reference at all. So if I don't react about the reference, it's totally normal. I really never saw the movie. I know the movie, I know Casablanca, I know it's a great classic, but I never saw it. So let's get started. Of all the doors in the city, you choose the one that leads to me. Start. Let's go. Where am I? The blood-red sunset pierces my eyes. I look down to find the ground covered with weather plants. I lift my long skirt, freeing the hem from the sharp thorns. Weird. These aren't my clothes. Trudging over the dead branches with unsteady steps, I soon reach the only building in sight. It's a villa with a crumbling facade. The intricate patterns on the gate and the towering stone pillars on either side speak of the owner's former prestige and glory. But now, the estate has slowly fallen on hard time. Even the brass plaque bearing the address is somehow blackened, making it hard to read. I feel like I've seen this place before. Suddenly, an image identical to the scene flashes through my mind. Isn't this scene from the movie?
Miss!
Question mark. I turn around to see a young girl running toward me excitedly.
You're back! Oh, this is wonderful! There may still be hope for Casa Winery yet!
Before I can say anything, she opens the gate and pulls me inside. I listen to her tearful, fragmented explanation while taking the damaged leather sofas and velvet curtains. The situation becomes clear. I've been pulled into the world of the movie. Sylus and I were just watching. Oh, right. There was not a pause there. 1 week later.
Miss, are you truly going to sell these wines?
If we don't, we'll be living off the grapes in the backyard for the rest of our lives.
But your great-grandmother spent her life collecting these precious vintages.
Right now, our priority is keeping the winery afloat. Besides, selling these is the only way we can afford to keep the winemakers on. I placed 2 bottles of wine into a crate and had it loaded into the carriage before climbing in without hesitation. As the village silhouettes fades into the distance, I suddenly give myself a pep talk. I hope I even made the wrong bet. A week ago, Sylys and I was at a newly opened immersive private theater. We chose this film because every other option was something one of us had already seen. Never had a thought that when the movie barely began, its opening shot spanning across a city crumbling into flames of war, I found myself transported into the world within. It's been a whole week. I haven't found Sylys. I found a way out of here, and now I'm running out of money. If I know this was what immersive meant, I would have insisted on a rom-com.
Miss, this is the bar you mentioned.
The carriage comes to a stop. Violet turns to look at me, her eyes filled with hesitation.
Are you sure you want to go in? This bar only opened a year ago, and it's already the most popular place in town. But I've heard the owner is not a man to be crossed.
That's exactly why I need to be here. This is the only place that I can buy all our wine in one go. If you want to do business, you find someone who can afford to pay. If Sylys were here, I would make the same call. I still have no leads on Sylys' whereabouts, but just the thoughts of him fills me with a little more resolve and courage. I smooth down my skirt, make sure the pistol at my waist is hidden, and push open the door. My has barely fallen, yet the bar is already buzzing with life. I weave through the crowd only to find the very person I've been dreaming of standing right there at the bar. Sylys? Dashing. Sylys, dressed in a velvet suit, leans against the bar. Hearing my voice, he slowly raises his head.
You looking for something?
They all don't remember us. I get it. I've been looking for you ever since I got here, for a whole week. And here you are, relaxing with a drink this whole time. I reach out to grab Sylys' arm, but before I can even reach his sleeve, he sees my wrist and effortlessly pins it behind my back.
I don't care to be manhandled, least of all by drunks.
Sylys lifts his chin, and two men in black coats, black coats sitting in the corner immediately approach with deference.
Get her out of here before she causes a scene.
I'm not drunk.
No? You sound as though you are.
I stare at Sylys in disbelief, struggling to break free, but I can't budge him in an inch. Sorry. The coat draped over my shoulders slips during the struggle. As he reached for it, his gaze suddenly falls to my neck. I'm still wearing the heirloom necklace I dug up before leaving, hoping it will help me make an impression.
Casa Winery?
Yes, I'm staying there now. Before I can finish, Sylys pulled the cloak tightly around me, covering me completely.
Never heard of it. Send her back.
Come on, MC, you can fight back. After much struggle, I finally managed to convince Sylys that I actually have business to attend to, narrowly avoiding being shipped back to the winery along with the wine. In the VIP room on the second floor of the bar, Sylys lowers his gaze to the wine case laid upon before me.
Quite a scene earlier. Was all that just to sell wine?
Under Sylys' piercing gaze, I steel myself and nod. Yes, I know you have no shortage of supplies, Mrs. Sylys, so I had to come up with a way to get your attention. Well, I'm not completely lying. I'm not sure what went wrong, but after that ordeal, I'm certain of one thing. He has lost all of the memory of Lincoln City. Not wanting to actually be treated as a troublemaker, I push down my swirling emotion and bring up a topic that might pique Sylys' interest. But whether in Lincoln City or this world, getting close to Sylys is earning his trust won't be easy. You can try the wine I brought. Consider it my apology for being reckless earlier. Afraid that talking more gave me away, I awkwardly changed the subjects and bent down to retrieve the most expensive bottle from the case. Anyway, let's see if this can help turn Sylus' impression of me around. Sylus seems to see through my intentions. He raises an eyebrow but doesn't press further. The bartender glares at Sylus. After receiving his approval, he uncorks the bottle and pours the wine into the empty glass on my table. Sylus picks up the glass and takes a sip.
A fine wine indeed.
Casa Winery has more like this. Would you be interested?
Depends on the price.
I write a number on the table with my finger. This is the price for most people, but you're an exception. I can give you 50% off.
A reckless way to do business, isn't it? You risk losing everything.
If I want something from you, I have to be willing to pay the price first. I'm just skipping the necessary back and forth and laying my cards on the table. Sylus responds with a non-committal smile and signals the bartender to retrieve a bottle from the cabinet behind him. A glass is poured and handed to me. I raise the glass to my lips and take a sip. It's every bit as good as what I brought.
You have it all planned out, I see. Then I'm sure you know a small discount is hardly an incentive for me. I have a better idea. Care to guess what it is?
His slender fingers brush across the leather case on the table. They linger a few seconds longer on the Casa Winery engraving. This reminds me of why I chose this bar in the first place. Besides selling wine, I have another deal to make. Though I didn't get to finish the movie, I remember the synopsis mentioning that the bar's owner secretly deals in intelligence. My original plan was to use this intel to strike a deal with the owner, have them keep an eye here out for any news related to Sylus. I never expect the owner to be Sylus himself. However, it seems he's thinking this exact same thing. Vineyard may have been destroyed, but the transport channel Casa Winery established are still intact. I can guarantee these channels are discreet and secure enough for you to safely relay any messages you want delivered. I have difficulty to read tonight. This way I can also learn more about Sylus in this world. And maybe I can find some excuses to drop by the bar and see him more often. The amusement in Sylus' eyes deepened, yet he stays silent, his gaze fixed on me as if contemplating something. Everything around us seems to fall silent, leaving only the sound of his finger tapping against the tabletop. Each one echoing in my heart. Fine wine deserves to be in the hands of someone who truly appreciates it. Wouldn't you agree? Sylus' finger comes to a stop. A faint, almost imperceptible smile tugs at the corner of his lips as he gently raises his glass.
Lady from Casa Winery, I find you far more interesting than the wine you brought.
Okay. I pick up my glass as well.
Here's to a fruitful partnership.
Oh my god, sorry. Sylus purchased every last bottle from Casa. Hey, I have that difficulty with that word. Casa Winery just as promised, and the winery finally resumed operation. I even have some extra money now, enough to continue attending the party hosted by the city elite. I heard Sylus accept the invitation too, but I haven't spotted him anywhere. Never mind. I'll just hide out in here for a bit before the banquet starts. I close the lounge door behind me and glance around the room. Oh my god, I'm very tired. I can't believe it. Sorry, guys. An eye-catching autumn rifle hangs on the wall. I walk over to examine. Oh my god. Tonight, it's not a good night for reading in English. The antique firearm. Something I've only ever seen in movies.
A side-by-side double-barreled shotgun. The design makes the hammers easier to cock. Most early hunting guns were built this way. It's a bit old-fashioned these days, I'm afraid.
Oh, he's wearing his wedding suit. Nice. I turned to see Sylys in an elegant suit, leaning against the doorframe and watching me with obvious interest. Sylys, you're here too?
It's been a while. Thought I'd stop by to see my new friend.
What a coincidence. I came because I was thinking of you too. We exchanged our greeting, but I have a feeling Sylys has other reason for showing up at an event like this. Sylys closed the door and walks over to me, a hint of amusement flickering in his eyes.
Well fed, well dressed. No longer looking like a stray, I say.
Homeless? I'm the owner of Casa Winery.
And more confident, too.
I clench my fist. Sylys, I'm not a stray cat.
Not anymore.
You were impossible. I poked and turned away, reaching out to the rifle hanging on the wall.
You like it that much?
It takes more than words to defend a winery. I need to have some skills.
You'd need something a little lighter, easier to carry.
Sylys puts my hand down and draws me toward him. Before I can react, he lifted the hem of his suit jacket, revealing a pistol holstered at his waist. We're so close. The familiar warmth radiating from Sylys make me lose myself for a second. Girl. Yes. If we're still in Lincoln City, I'd snatch his gun without hesitation and use it as an excuse to hug him. Yes.
Interested? You seem rather taken with it.
I'll have to try it first to know if it suits me. Sylys raises an eyebrow and places the gun in my hand. I examine its slender barrel and the delicate engraving on the grip. Simple and antique, yet exquisitely crafted. I grip it with practice ease, aim, then lower it. Relaxing my grip, I spin the gun around my finger twice.
Now I'm curious what you do in your spare time.
Nothing like you imagine, I can assure you. I lift my chin, ready to demonstrate my professional hunter skill to Sylys. However, when I try to eject the magazine, I realize I'm only holding the grip. The bullets are stored in front of the trigger. My hand waits for a magazine that never comes. I awkwardly adjust my cuff to cover the fumble.
What? Why stop the little show?
I was just about to check the condition of the bullets. Several bullets appear in Sylys'
Here.
palms.
Please do help me load the rest of them, Miss Expert.
Sylys steps closer and leans down. His gaze fixed on me as he's watching my reaction carefully.
This one is a bit more difficult, isn't it?
His teasing smile intensely ignites my competitive spirit. Says who? I'm not just that familiar with it. After a moment of observation, I finally figured out its basic structure. Bringing with confidence, I pull back the bolt. With a sharp click, it freezes in place, completely jammed. After a long pause, I look up sheepishly, turn to Sylys with a pleading gaze. I don't know.
What's that look for?
That word. You know what I mean. Sylys folds his arm, watching me with unhurried amusement.
I've made my point as well. I'm sure you catch my drift, don't you?
I press the gun back into his palm, but I don't let go of his hand. Sylys, teach me.
Is that a request or a command?
Sylys flicks aside a small metal piece and smoothly pulls back the bolt. revealing the bullets hidden inside.
You had the right idea. You do need to pull back the bolt and load the rounds from the top with this one. One more step at the start, and you'd have had it.
Realizing I was just one step away from success, I can't help but crumble under my breath. Even just loading it takes so many steps. What an antique.
The lady's got high standards, I see. This actually is the latest model. Aside from me, you're the second person ever to touch it.
Don't tell me you've modified it already. Sylus smile says it all. And you still let me try to load it? You did that on purpose.
You seem to be enjoying yourself. I didn't want to spoil it.
So I'm about to retort, a sudden knock at the door interrupted me.
The banquet is about to begin. You may come downstairs now.
Don't interrupt us. We're fine alone. I turned to look at Sylus, only to find him sunk deep into a nearby armchair. That guy just told us to head down,
I heard, but I don't want to.
saying that I have no intention of leaving. Sylus sits up slightly and rubs between his eyebrows.
It's too noisy down there. I'd like a moment to myself. Alone.
Oh. He says he needs the rest, yet he makes no move to close his eyes. We were just chatting moments ago, and now he's suddenly trying to get rid of me. Taking back to that conveniently timed knock, it all makes sense. So that's why Sylus is here. He must be meeting someone. Alright, once you're done resting, make sure to come find me downstairs. Inside the banquet hall, men loudly debate over the war, adding a layer of tedium to the already noisy atmosphere. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot a young man in uniform sleeping quietly up to the second floor. His destination is clearly the lounge where Sylus is waiting. Is that who Sylus plans to meet? I keep one eye on the staircase while making idle conversation with the ladies nearby. Then one of them suddenly brings up the hunting rifle in the lounge.
That hunting rifle is said to be Lady Lisa's personal favorite. Apparently, the handle is studded with diamonds. Come along and have a look. Leave the men to their dreary business.
Remembering that Sylus is likely to discussing business in the very room they mentioned, I still myself and losing my grip on the wine glass. In an instant, the dark liquid trails down my dress.
Oh, look at your dress. Here, use my shawl to cover the stain.
I'm fine. I just got a little distracted. Seeing that their intention has been successfully delivered, I fidget with the hem of my skirt and deliberately put on a sorrowful expression.
But you do look pale, my dear. Is something the matter?
Stealing my resolve, I improvise a tale of unrequited love for a certain bar owner. By the time I finish my scatter, disjointed tale, everyone has completely forgotten about the hunting rifle and is now looking at me with complicated expression.
Oh, how unfortunate. I heard he associates with all sorts of unsavory characters. He has a rather complicated background. If I were you, my dear, I would be careful with my assets if I had to do business with him.
Indeed. My father says the military has been after him for quite some time. Who knows how he made his money?
Prior to seeing this act through, I continue to wear an expression of unwavering devotion. But he's the one who helped me when my winery was at its lowest. Though that was the result of my persuasion. He's shrewd and capable in business. He never take advantage of anyone. Though he never let me get the upper hand either. Anyway, to me Sylus is truly better than anyone else. The orderly exchange glances. Judging by their expression, they probably think I'm beyond saving. But at least I accomplished my goal. I breathe a sigh of relief, only for a low chuckle to sound from behind me.
Am I really that wonderful?
He's right behind. I turn to find that Sylys has somehow slipped out of the lounge and is standing right behind me. Seeing me frozen in place, Sylys graciously extends his arm to me.
Shame I only caught the epilogue. Why don't you fill me in on what I missed?
I nod with faint bashfulness and walk out of the banquet hall with Sylys that worried gaze of the ladies following us. Moonlight carves out a secluded corner of the courtyard. I let go of Sylys' arm and take a few deep breaths of fresh air. How did things go? Sylys raised an eyebrow but says nothing. You sent me away. Don't tell me you actually wanted to take a nap on someone else's couch.
Quick on the uptake, aren't you?
If you really want to keep it from me, you wouldn't have used such a flimsy excuse.
The negotiations fell through. They're even more calculating than a businessman like me. They only care to drag out the war for as long as it profits them.
Sylys walks over to a meticulously maintained car parked in the courtyard. He opens the passenger door and holds out his hand to me. Isn't it impolite to leave early without notice?
Not everyone deserves courtesy. Some deserve to be ignored. Unless you'd rather stay and listen to them drone on until midnight.
Remember the people at the table who treat war like a wager. I get in without hesitation. Fine by me. I don't want to come back to a place like this anyway. The car starts and Sylys floors the gas pedal. The engine's roar shatters the courtyard silence. The brightly lit villa quickly fades from sight. In the pitch-black night, only the headlight casts a warm glow.
When Casa Winery's latest batch is ready, I'll place my order.
Surprise, I look at Sylys. I really didn't expect you to offer help like this.
So, all those praises earlier were merely for show.
How could it be? I meant every single word. See? You're lending me a hand again. That proves I wasn't lying.
The channels you provide are useful. I see no reason not to continue this arrangement.
The car slows down. Sylys turns to look at me, a hint of curiosity in his eyes.
You, on the other hand, you know exactly what I do, yet you've never asked where my information goes or to whom. You sure you want to place that much trust in me?
Because I know how good you are. Sylys smiling to look away, his expression clearly showing he doesn't believe a word I said. I let aside. It seems like in this world, I have to give Sylys a reasonable explanation every time before he let his guard down. Times are turbulent. Sooner or later, the flames of war will reach everyone, no matter how much wealth or status they once had. But tonight, not a single person in that banquet hall wants to face reality, except you. You never let yourself fall into a disadvantage. Being with you is the best option I have.
You should think this through. Everything you've heard is true. My dealings are not exactly clean, and the military and I do not see eye to eye.
This scene somehow reminds me of my time in Lincoln City. Identity and allegiance have never stood between me and Sylys. It's the same here. If I were afraid of danger, I would never have walked into your bar that day. Sylys, we're the same. True kindred spirit.
And how's that?
The car comes to a stop. I look outside and around we stand quiet. We only have a few small lights glowing in the darkness. This is my home in this world. Sylys opens the car door, takes my hand, and helps me out.
This is the road that leads to your world.
But that doesn't mean I can go on a path that leads me to your bar, right? A cool breeze drifts through the night as we stroll along the path outside the winery. I don't let go of his hand, and he seems to have forgotten about it too. Sylys and I sit in this undisturbed peace until Violet opens the front door and steps out with a lantern to greet me.
You haven't seen the half of my bar.
Then if I want to drop by more often to get to know another side of your life, would you be okay with that?
Come whenever you like. I've already made arrangements. From now on, your tab's on me.
Okay. In the months that follow, the winemaking goes smoothly. I even hire people to restore a undamaged section of the vineyard for a new batch of grapes. Sylys reserved the entire first batch of wine, giving me the perfect excuse to drop by his bar every few days. Everything seems to be heading in the right direction. One other night, I asked Sylys' invitation and head to the bar with the others' forms and contracts in hand. But when I see the silent alley, the closed door, and the closed sign hanging outside, I freeze. Since arriving in this world, this is the very first time I've seen the place so quiet. Didn't we agree to meet tonight?
That doesn't mean the bar has to be open.
Okay. The door swings open and Sylys takes my hand. Only a second light illuminates the room.
What do you want to drink?
You're making it for me?
There's no one else around to do it.
In that case, I'll have a Ramos Gin Freeze. It's a solid drink Sylys often ordered back in Lincoln City.
Good choice.
Sylys smiles and tosses the gin and other ingredient into the shaker with practiced ease. He picks up the shaker and begins to shake. At first, I watch with amusement, searching for any hint of strain on his face. But even after 12 full minutes of shaking, it doesn't so much as furrow his brow. If anything, there's a hint of pleasure in his focus. He seems even more relaxed than usual. The cocktail flows into the glass, meeting the sparkling water at the bottom with a soft fizz. Dense foam rises from the rim like lava, yet it holds its shape perfectly. Not a single drop spills over. I'm started yet? I teasingly poke Sylys' arm, then give his firm muscle a squeeze. Sylys pulls my hand down and presses the glass into it. What's with the 5-star service tonight? I eye him suspiciously as I bite down on the straw. Sweet, tangy freshness floats in my mouth. At the same time, a compact pistol slides across the counter toward me.
Latest model. Compact and lightweight. Perfect for you.
Okay.
What's wrong? I thought you liked guns.
A faint bitterness seeps into my cocktail. My fingers trace the sleek new gift before me, but my earlier excitement fades. Where are you going?
You caught on quickly.
Things haven't exactly been peaceful lately, and besides, you smell like gunpowder.
A nose as sharp as a kitten's. The bar will be closed for 5 days, but it won't affect your next batch of orders.
He raised his glass, offering no further explanation. So that's what the cocktail and the gun were for. You're planning to leave me here all by myself.
Just handling some business out of town.
What kind of business needs you to shut down the bar and takes everyone with you?
Exactly the kind you've heard about and guessed at.
I'm coming with you.
This is no place for you.
Sylys, I'm not some helpless little winery heiress.
I never said you were.
You don't trust me then? Sylys doesn't answer. He steps out from behind the bar and tucks the compact gun beneath the hem of my skirt.
Keep it handy. You might need it while I'm gone. And stay away from the bar.
I take the gun, letting out a heavy sigh in my heart. I can't deny that I'm still completely in the dark. Once Sylus makes up his mind, no one can change it. 5 days later. The bar is reopened, but Sylus is nowhere to be seen. My glass has long been empty. Condensation trails down its surface, pulling on the bar counter before slowly evaporating with the passing hours. The last customer settles their tab and leaves. The two bartenders nod at me before heading to the warehouse to tidy up. When is he coming back? That's good. As the clock strikes midnight, the bell above the door chimes once more. At last, I see that familiar silhouette. I set down my glass and rushed to the entrance, only to find Sylys staring at me with a stern expression.
It's past closing time. You shouldn't be here.
I'm about to argue when the sharp metallic scent of blood fills my nostrils. My head buzzes. I grab Sylys by the arm and pull him toward the empty bar counter. Before he can refuse, I fling open his coat and find a large blue stain spreading across his shirt. A knife wound? Did you do any first aid? How can you just stand there like nothing's wrong?
It's nothing. You should...
Before Sylus can finish, the chime at the door rings frantically. I look up to see a figure in black coat with his hat pulled low, rushing into the bar. With no time to think, I immediately push Sylus under the bar counter.
Where's the man who just came in?
I step out from behind the bar, watching him, my hand on the gun hiding at my waist. What man?
You'd better cooperate, miss. Otherwise...
A flash of silver, his knife thrust toward my neck. But I'm faster, with instinct on through countless battles in Lincoln. Yes, girl. I twist his knife hand away in an instant. Then I deliver a hard kick straight to his groin. Those who underestimate their enemies are always the first to fall. I chamber around and press the muzzle firmly against his forehead. Almost simultaneously, the bartenders whose left earlier rush out from the warehouse, restrain the man and drag him toward the back. It seems they were expecting him.
A nice welcome, shoving me under the bar like that. I nearly cracked my head.
Sylys already pulled himself up by the edge of the counter. He wraps his arms around me. Hearing his relaxed tone, it slowly dawns on me. You lured him here on purpose.
It's easier to deal with things on my own turf.
I calm down a little. I glance at Sylus, who looked completely unfazed, and realize I let my cancer get the better of me. As if Sylus couldn't handle something like this on his own, he certainly didn't need me to cover for him. It's because I was worried about you. Don't laugh at me.
Laugh at you. First you shove me under the counter. Then you send a man flying with a kick. Who would dare?
If you keep teasing me, I'm leaving. I turn to leave, but Sylus immediately reaches out and pulls me back. Did that pull at your one? Let me take a look. The way Sylus carried himself just now almost made me believe the blood on him belongs to his enemies, not himself. But now I see But now I see he's hurt after all.
It's just a graze.
I cut open his bloody shirt to reveal a long, waving red line across his shoulder, along with burn marks. Burn marks? You call this a graze?
The bullet grazed me. It didn't hit.
I pick up the alcohol gauze, how do you say that? And began cleaning Sylus one.
That look suggests you're about to show your claws, kitten.
Oh, here we go with the kitten surname.
And now you're ignoring me.
Hearing his nonchalant tone, I pressed down a little harder than necessary.
Oh, you're truly angry with me. Oh, you're truly angry with me.
I turned my head away and continue wrapping the bandage in silence.
Those men were scouts from a rival faction. They tried to pry information out of me, and I wiped out their entire base.
Sorry, I was distracted by my avatar, but what my... Okay. she was going backward. I always love when that's to that, and I didn't even move. Anyway.
I didn't want you caught up in this, but you're even more persistent than I expected.
I tie off the hand of the bandage and look up at him. Sylys, you never used to explain yourself this much. If you're willing to share your secrets, I'm very tired. Secrets with me, does that mean you're no longer shutting me out?
If you mean this bar, I never shut you out. But if you mean here...
Sylys took my hand and presses against his chest. This part of him remains unstained by blood. Beneath the soft fabric, his heart beats steady and strong.
I'll admit, it does want you to come closer. Don't answer yet.
Oh, I could have answered, but okay. Sylys' cool finger pressing against my lips.
If you want to stand by my side, you must be prepared to step into a different world.
I think we're kind of ready for that.
It won't be like the times you've covered for me before. You can still walk away now.
Nope, it's fine. I will stay here. I take his hand and press it against my own chest. Maybe you're the one who hasn't made up your mind. Whatever dangers lies ahead, I want to face them with you. I don't know why I was brought to this world, or when I'll be able to return to Lincoln City, what dangers still await me. But the one thing I know for certain is that I don't want Sylys to get hurt. I gaze into my eyes. I hold his stare, refusing to back down.
Relax. Next time I'm taking you with me, whether you like it or not.
You better keep your word. I lower my gaze to see fresh blood seeping through the bandage again. I feel a sharp ache, and I have difficulty with that word, in the same spot on my own chest. I won't like this if it were the Sylys from Lincoln City. It would have nearly healed by now, right? But in this world, it will take longer, leaving behind lingering pain and scars. If only you were immortal.
I don't want that.
Oh, why?
If you cling too tightly to something, you'll lose it. If I really did have that kind of power, I'd have to pay an even greater price for it. And that version of me wouldn't necessarily be happier than I am now.
Sylys ruffles my hair with his uninjured hand.
So don't lose yourself in dreams, kitten. What's right in front of us is all we have.
The bar shields us from the cold night wind, and his hands has grown warm. It's true. Even if I can return to Lincoln City, even if the future remains uncertain, as long as I'm with Sylys, there'll always be hope. A few days later, Sylys asked me to meet him at a photo studio, saying he wants to take a picture together.
Sir, could you smile a little more, please? Sir, please relax. Maybe just try a little smile. You know what? Let's try something else. Please move a little closer. It'll look more intimate.
That's funny. Sylys doesn't object. He leans in closer and rests his hand on my shoulder.
Now what?
It's okay. Just say what's on your mind. The photo studio owner hesitates, but eventually voices concern in a hushed tone.
Miss, this gentleman. It looks as though he's holding you hostage.
I rest my forehead against Sylus' shoulder, my body trembling with laughter. The man beside me takes a deep breath, holding it for a long moment before slowly letting it out.
Is it truly so amusing?
I look up and wipe the tears of laughter from the corner of my eyes. Don't worry about his expression, sir. Just count to 3, then hit the shutter.
All right. 1, 2.
I lean in close to Sylus and put a quick kiss on his cheek. Oh! Sylus looked at me in surprise, his gaze meeting my beaming smile.
3.
Oh, you're not going to see the picture? Okay. In this day and age, getting photos developed is quite the ordeal. We wait for most of the day before finally receiving our 2 pictures. Sitting inside his car, I study the photo in my hands. You have me to thank for that gorgeous smile.
It doesn't look like me at all.
Despite his words, Sylus carefully tucked his photo away, slipping it into the inner pocket of his coat, close to his chest. Why made you want to take a photo together?
That's the last photo studio still open in the city. It's closing next week, though.
Oh. I lean out the car window and see the photo studio owner hanging a closed sign on the door. Is it because of the war?
The front lines are drawing nearer. Soon there won't be much room left for business, including the photo studios.
I catch a faint hint of wistfulness in Sylus' voice. They are closing down their livelihood. What will happen to them after this?
Sell everything and go home. Better to spend your last moments with family than to be surrounded by cold machinery.
The city is desolate. Sylus' car suddenly feels like the most alive thing on the street. If the worst ever reaches this place, I can't bring myself to finish the thought. Silence fills the car as we both stare at the road ahead. A young couple driving a horse-drawn cart slowly passes from the other end of the road. Their luggage is neatly tied on. They must be leaving too. Sylus slows down, giving them more room on the road.
I don't have a home.
What I meant was, do you have a plan in mind?
It's simple. The only person I want to see lives in this city. So I won't let the flames of war reach this place.
Oh. I lower my head and look at the photo in my hands. Was Sylus' invitation really just to have a memento? The moment the car pulls up to the Rhinery entrance, I sense something is wrong. Still a patrol car from the peacekeeping force are parked outside the gates. The sound of arguing drifts over from the courtyard. Sylus and I follow the commotion and find 2 sheriffs heading our way, a stranger in their grip.
Mr. Sylus, we meet again.
Oh. One of the sheriffs offers Sylus a smile before turning to me.
Miss, a thief broke into the vineyard, but don't worry, he didn't cause any damage.
Oh, I thought he was the guy, but he wasn't disguising as sheriff. Okay.
We'll be patrolling the winery from now on. If you need anything, send for us, and we'll come at once.
Patrol car start up, and the sheriff drives off with the thief in tow. Tow? I turn to look at Sylus, already piecing things together. Back when the winery was nearly destroyed, the sheriff kept brushing off my request. Oh gosh. My request for help, claiming they were too busy. But they're so eager to help today. I have a feeling I know to thank for that. How'd you pull that off? I thought you weren't exactly on good terms.
The man we caught in the bar wasn't some ordinary criminal. I handed him over to the military. It was only fair they returned the favor.
But does that mean your business dealings are now exposed to?
They've known all along. They just never had any proof. So they had to move against me quietly. But it's all out in the open now. The war is growing worse. And they know there is information they can only get through me. And I'd rather not see the contract I signed turn into a pile of wood chips and fertilizer.
Sylus smiles and reaches out, casually running his fingers along the lush vines and broad green leaves on the wooden trellis. Clusters of tiny flower spikes peek out from between the green branches. The delicate white blossoms sway with the breeze, looking as if they might scatter at any moment.
This is your home. It shouldn't be destroyed by war.
Well, if this is my home, I hope not. This is a fucking big house. I look at Sylus, thinking about the photo invitation and all these safeguards is put in place. It all feels like a replay of that farewell at the bar. Unease lingers in my heart. Perhaps before long, you'll leave again. The happiness I feel now is as small and fragile as these flowers blooming in the vineyard. This vineyard wouldn't be what it is today without you. If you ever want it to be, this place can be your home too.
If someone had said that to me before, I'd have told them not to trouble themselves over something so unnecessary.
And now, Sylus. I will go to bed after that. Sylus. Oh my god. Sylus. Okay. Sylus wraps his arms around my waist and pulls me into his embrace.
I like the idea of having a place to call home.
Sylus. Oh my god. The peaceful days feels like the calm before the storm, happy yet clouded with unease. After spending a tranquil stretch of time with Sylus at the vineyard, a larger war finally breaks out. The town hasn't been affected yet, but many soldiers have arrived, and patrol now circle the vineyard. A few days later, a general visits the estate, claiming he has matter to discuss with Sylus. When Sylus comes to find me, sorry. Oh my god. I'm standing in the vineyard, helping Violet harvest this year final batch of grapes. I'll be okay.
Are you picking grapes or gathering leaves?
Only then do I realize I'm clutching a withered yellow leaf in my hand.
Mr. Sylus, the lady has been worried about you the whole time. I've already picked out dozens of leaves she tossed into the basket.
Give it to me.
Sylus takes the scissors from my hand. Violet lets out a sigh of relief and quietly retreats behind a more distant section of the grape trellis.
You're frowning. What's on your mind?
With his free hand, he taps the spot between my brows, then curls his finger to gently smooth over my high brows. You really didn't know the answer to that. What did that general want with you?
A collaboration. The fighting is drawing nearer, and the front lines need more information.
He wants you to go to the front lines?
Yes.
Oh.
I figured you'd already guessed as much.
I had a feeling ever since you took me to take that photo together. Sylus strokes my head, his broad hand gliding down through my hair before gently trailing the ends between his fingers.
Relax. I won't be going to fight. I'll just be managing the intelligence network. The next shipment of wine will have to wait until I return.
Oh. Sylys, I'm coming with you. Just as I expected, Sylys shakes his head.
No. You're staying here. This is your home. You belong here.
I look at Violet bustling about in the vineyard. At the flourishing vines heavy with grapes, at the clear cloudless sky. It's all beautiful, but its beauty will remain even without me and Sylys. I don't belong here, Sylys. The business was just an excuse. You're the only one I've ever cared about. I can't just sit here doing nothing while you're out there risking your life. Sylys raises his hand and gently brushes my cheek. I don't even realize tears have been streaming down my face until I see the dampness on his finger.
When did I ever ask you to stand aside and do nothing?
Last time you said a bunch of vague things, vanished for 5 days, and came back covered in wounds.
It's not nice to hold a grudge, kitten.
Seeing that I'm still glaring at him, Sylys leans down, rests both hands on my shoulders, and looks at me earnestly.
It's different this time. I need you to stay here. I've secured the transport routes for Casa Winery, and I need you to keep an eye on them. The military knows nothing about these routes. You're the only one I can trust with this.
Sylys pulls a letter from inside his coat and presses it into my hands.
My life is in your hands now.
I unfold the letter. It's covered in dense writing. Nods of intelligence night work. Contact code. And letter to verify whether the intel is authentic.
The more information I have from the battlefield, the better my odds. I need you.
I fold the letter and rest my head against his chest. When are you leaving?
Tomorrow, early.
Sylys' voice reaches my ear, muffled through his chest.
While I'm gone, remember to look at our photo every day.
I will. I will.
Do not forget me.
I will not. Can do that, Sylys. Oh. Oh, I thought there was a bug. Again. Oh no, that song. I don't like that. Oh, no, I love that song, but this. For the rest of that day, we never let go of each other's hand. From the vineyard to the sofa in the villa, we savor every second before our goodbye. Words of farewell linger in my heart, but even as I return to the bedroom and bury myself in the covers, I can't bring myself to say them. It's as if by never saying a proper goodbye, we'll never have to face a true parting. After a sleepless night, I step out of the bedroom and stand in the hall, taking in everything around me. Before I know it, it's already the next day.
Were you up all night? I'm about to leave. Nothing you want to say?
Just this color. Oh. Swine zone. Move behind him.
making me miss my only train, kitten.
Good. Oh,
I'm doing
sorry. Good, then we won't have to say goodbye today.
this so we can have something more lasting.
Nothing here was... Nothing here... Nothing here was ever meant to last.
Let me try at least. Then I'll have no regret. It wouldn't feel right to leave without sharing one last dance.
We didn't dance in this wedding banner, right? The last time we danced with them wasn't... Oh man, what was the last time? Just... I know it will be too fast. The song from when we first met at the bar, you still remember it?
Some people. The moment they appear in your life, you know you'll remember them and miss them.
Oh, so cute. Oh, it's so nice. Sylys, don't get... Come on, it's just that and I don't have the chance to read. Sylys, don't get hurt. Don't die. Oh, you're so cute.
You once said you wished I were immortal. Now, I believe I am. I'll take a rain check on that kiss. For when we meet again.
That's nice. Half a year later. Oh. No matter what anyone say, I have to see it for myself before I believe it. Oh.
Miss. Surprised to see me?
Oh. Ugh. Oh. That was so nice. The moment the door opens, time frozen by a promise begins to flow once more. No matter how our story is rewritten, through all the twists and turns, he will always find his way back into my life. Yes, we know that. And all I can do is embrace him again at our reunion. Embrace everything most precious to me. With tears and with a kiss that speaks louder than 1,000 words left unspoken. And we're back in the theater. Before a lingering kiss can reach his hand, a solemn and melodic melody suddenly drifted into my ears, growing clearer by the second. I opened my eyes to find that we somehow returned from the sofa in the villa to the screening room. An impatient breath escaped from beside me. Sylus rubbed his temple, seemingly still adjusting to the memories flooding his mind. Then he turned, scoops me up from where I'm still sitting, and walks off. The next day, I have no choice but to call in sick.
Are you really okay? You sound so weak and your voice is all hoarse.
I'm fine.
Okay then. I won't keep you from resting. See you tomorrow.
A hand reaches out from under the covers and pulls me back into his warmth. Oh gosh.
If your voice is hoarse, you should be making fewer calls.
I nestled into Sylys' embrace, but I can't help giving a poke to his chest. And whose fault is that?
The movie? For being too immersive?
Just seriously? Okay. That was a movie you picked out.
I'm trying to make it up to you, aren't I?
If you really want to make it up to me, take me to a comedy next time.
Then you'll be waiting a while.
Oh.
After you told Luke about this yesterday, he dragged Kieran and Mephisto there, saying they'd put on an even better show. When they got there, the place was already deserted. They couldn't find so much as a kernel of popcorn.
Sylus took out his phone, and the chat history Kieran had sent him a photo earlier this morning. The street looks exactly the same. How did it just... A large gen reaches over and ruffles my hair.
Is that so bad? Whoever arranged it, at least it was a private screening just for us.
It's just, I feel like I still have an unfulfilled wish. My gaze drifts to a table in the distance. On it sits an antique record player, one of Sylus' collectibles. Of course, it's designed differ slightly from the one at Chasm Winery, and the sound quality is better too. Back then, I thought that if you came back safe, we'd be able to dance together again. I still remember the melody from that day. Wow. Sylus draped his robe over his shoulder, wraps his arm around my waist, and left me off the bed.
It's not too late to dance now.
Yay! Let's dance again! Yay! The music begins. It's a different song from before, one that's more tender and wistful. Just like our parting dance half a year ago, we see only each other's reflection in our eyes and nothing else.
When you were alone, did you ever dream of this dance?
What do you think?
You're quite skilled. You must have been rehearsing every day.
You're even more so. You must have been thinking about me every waking moment. Sylus tightened his arms around my waist, pressing me closer to him.
To keep going in a place like that, you need something to look forward to.
Oh, so you were looking forward to dancing.
You've gotten quite good at playing dumb.
I smile and rest my head on Sylus' shoulders. In the original movie, what kept the protagonist going? From what I read in the synopsis, no other lead was mentioned.
There wasn't one.
Surprised, I look at Sylus.
I looked up the movie last night while you were asleep. He mediated between two opposing factions and was killed in an assassination. That's how it ends.
I think back to last night and the somber melody that played at the movie's end. So the melody wasn't out of place after all. It was our ending that diverged vastly from Kazayora? Like that we say that word? If you didn't come back half a year later.
That won't happen, sweetie.
Sylus held me in his arms. His slow chuckle and the strong beat of his heart reverberate against my ear.
Of all the bars in all the towns in all the world, you walk into mine. From that moment on, our story was already headed for a different ending.
Okay. Oh. So for someone who didn't saw Casablanca, I really liked it. That was fun. Oh, it was very good. Finally, I saw it. I was very curious to see his story, so... Oh, I'm kind of speechless right now, actually. Oh, so hope you enjoy his story, guys, because I really like it. So that's it. We did go through all the banner. Oh, Zane, it's time for your pyjama.
Let's first deal with your issue then.
Am I the only one who puts Zane in pyjama every night? I do that every day, every night, and that is.
It's still early. I'm not tired.
And he said that every time. Well, not every time, but most of the time. It's 10 p.m. here, so. But for him, it's still early, I guess. Anyway, so I really like this banner. I was very curious to see the Sylus one because I didn't see Casablanca. I'm really happy about Raphael Carr because
I'm not annoyed. I have a lot of patience.
Not me. I'm tired, Zane. Let me speak. Because Titanic is my favorite movie. And for Zane, I really, really love Pride and Prejudice. So I wish I would have Xavier Carr because I love Romeo and Juliet too. But I have to be smart about what's coming.
When you want to talk, you may talk to me all you want.
Later. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this banner. For this surprise banner, because we did not expect that actually, but well, we will see what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Maybe we're going to have a hint in less than an hour or two. I will be probably asleep because I'm very tired. Sylys. Okay.
Normally, you have a lot to say.
Come on. I've been speaking, Zane. Stop it.
However, I do not dislike it.
Okay. So, I will stop the stream right there. I'm very, very tired. But I hope you enjoy the stream today. And I don't know if I'm going to stream this week. It's going to depend what's going to happen. If there's a stream this Friday, I will not be able to react to it or anything, but I will be streaming on Friday night, 9 p.m. like every week. So
Normally, you have a lot to say.
Come on, say it. Say it.
However, I do not dislike it.
I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be Love in Deepspace, of course, but I don't know what I'm going to do on Friday nights. It's going to depend on what's going to happen this week too. But I have a few cards that I still didn't watch. So if there's nothing new, I will probably watch a few Secret Time and have some fun with the game like this. So I'll go back. I'll go.
It's time for you to sleep. Say goodnight to me.
Yes, I'm going to sleep, Zane. What the? Okay, so like Zane said, I'm going to sleep. Good night, everyone. See you probably on Friday or before. Who knows? Bye.